first time I've ever seen a PAX enforcer look at me with just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why is this man running around about to knock the stage down?
Almost ripped the stage apart.
I did not. It's made of metal. It's fine.
I've never seen an enforcer look at me just so upset with what just happened. So thank you for maybe we're back next year. I don't know. I don't know after that stunt.
Yeah, I can just see them talking about like, let's not have drop frames back next year.
Yeah.
Fucked up the entire stage.
He just bent everything. He bent everything.
That chubby dude like vaulted over the fucking.
Oh well. Hello everyone. Welcome to Drop Frames here at PAX South. Thank you guys for showing up. And as typical with Drop Frames, we have no plan for this.
No clue.
They have no idea what I'm going to ask, and I don't really have any idea what we're going to talk about. So I haven't streamed since Monday. That's kind of weird being away from your stream for this long.
Basically quit streaming.
I know. Yeah. Well, no, that was Elohim. He didn't. That was a month.
Oh.
Yeah. A little sour. Is that too close to home for you? But yeah, you guys, you've been streaming. Did you play The Witness? Did you check that out?
For a couple hours.
Okay.
I did. It was really good.
What'd you think?
It was fun. The world was really kind of interesting, but I quickly realized the whole game was line puzzles.
Yeah.
And that's a cool idea, but I was thinking it was more like mist-driven, like interesting puzzles. You had to figure out what you're even doing, but
right.
it was a lot of line puzzles. And for some people, that's their thing. Totally cool. But it kind of killed it for me. Like just screens everywhere.
How complicated did you get in the puzzles? Because I was watching Dan do it, and he had to do things where it was like manipulating the way that he was looking at the certain puzzle to catch like the glare, which would show you the how to solve it and things like that. It gets pretty insane. Did you get that far?
I did. I did the glare part of it, like in the sand area, and that was really cool. I liked it. In fact, that was the first area I did, so I kind of liked where they were going with it.
Yeah.
But then as I got to the other areas and realized that like they were like just adding more like little gimmicks to the line puzzles, and then it was like a Tetris thing, and you had to separate areas, and it just didn't really do it for me. But then again, I came in thinking it was like the next big mist kind of ribbon thing. So
right.
I played it before I left for here.
Yeah.
With Man vs. Game, and we were doing it on stream, but it seems like it's a game that is best for like 5 dudes, and then the bong follows the controller. It's like, all right, I solved the puzzle. Next. Okay.
I'm sure.
On to the next one.
Do puzzle games still suck to stream? Or is the chat crazy?
I gotta say that there was a period, like in the second or third hour, when I was just, trying to figure out these puzzles, that I actually said, I was like, this would be pretty cool to do by myself.
Yeah.
But, and of course the chat is like, 2-0, 2D, 1 left, 1 right. They're like trying to give everyone's trying to, they've already solved it, like 30 minutes before I did.
Or
every single puzzle.
Yeah.
So, I just try some of them, and I'd dork with it, and it wouldn't work, and then I'd get mad, and then, it was interesting.
Same thing
some streamers, though.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Same thing happened when I tried to play fucking Fez.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the worst game, especially when you're kind of thick.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's right, dude. You have to turn the thing. You get it. I can't do it. It makes me tense and want to, destroy things.
Yeah. One big thing with puzzle games is, as a streamer, it's really important that you play them as soon as you can.
I'm not going to play The Witness now because everyone's going to know the puzzles, and I'm going to be there like the dumbest person ever streaming it, and the entire chat's like, this guy, like,
exactly.
I solved this.
And I only started
so
a little bit
ago.
later. Like, it came out for the PlayStation 4 first, and a lot of people were streaming that.
Right.
Just enough for everyone in my goddamn chat to know exactly what the solutions were to every puzzle.
I wonder if that's like what they do in life. They're like, all right, guys, a new puzzle game comes out in January. Let's make sure we get solve it all. Then we're gonna go to these streamers, and we're just gonna piss them the fuck off. We're gonna tell them every answer, when they're never gonna hear the end of it, and I cannot wait. That's my life.
Yeah, there were a few like golden puzzles when I felt like I was solving it with chat. Like people were asking questions, we were kind of going back and forth, and that was pretty cool. But overall, it's like I missed the bus.
Yeah.
So.
Zeke, what about you? You said you touched a little bit of The Witness. What else have you been playing this week?
God, I fell back in love with Darkest Dungeon, man.
Yep. Oh yeah, man, that game blew up again on Twitch.
Yeah, it blew up.
Darkest Dungeon fans in the crowd.
Yeah, Darkest Dungeon, anybody? Woo! No, I played it back in the early beta, and
it was actually last year, right around this time when it launched.
Yep. And I absolutely fucking loved it. The first time, even with, way less features and, yada, yada, yada. But when it came out, like, full release, and they, like, revealed all this, or excuse me, they were very hands-on with a lot of streamers.
Yeah.
Like, they would, I don't know how many, Wayne June, the voice guy,
400 plus.
400 plus custom.
Oh, I didn't know it was that.
Custom.
I thought you were just special.
I thought I was like,
That's the
fucking,
way
I'm
you
not
told me.
special. I thought it was like 5 or 6 guys, and I was one of them.
We had one of the devs in the channel, and he said there was 400 plus
Holy
unique
shit.
lines of recorded dialogue that he did for streamers.
Yeah, and so that
Absolutely
was your sub
still is,
notifier,
yeah.
the sub sound.
And
Yeah,
well, 'cause it's welcome, Berserker, to Zirconia.
yeah, it's that the
It's
awesome
the dude
voice
saying
from the
it.
game.
Yeah.
Cool.
But he also made like there's a sound club with like different like follower sound,
Right.
Re-up sound, like stuff like that.
Jesus.
That I think anyone can.
And the
use.
best, dude, my donation sound probably forever now is, well, it's about tree fitty. I saw
you
it, I was
submit
just like,
that line
"Done."
to him? Or
No,
you just
I
said
just
that?
found it on the Darkest
Oh,
Dungeon
wow.
thing, and I said, this is it. This is it.
Yeah, that's what
And then
I-
he's got one on there where he's like, welcome to the dankest dungeon.
Yeah, this truly is the dankest dungeon.
Jesus.
That stuff. I mean, talk about like knowing how to interact. That's just next level stuff.
brilliant.
It's great.
Well, and also like I contacted them before. I was like, hey, I'm gonna play your game, man. Remember, the keyboard video with breaking it and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they asked me throughout the year like 3 or 4 times, like, hey Zeke, we're gonna show this to some investors. Can we
Can we use your video?
use
Yeah.
that video?
Look
of
how
you,
people
like,
feel when they play our game.
Yeah, destroying your keyboard like a giant
money.
child.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, man. So I contacted them. I said, hey, I'm gonna start playing the game since it's been released in full and stuff like that. I'm gonna pony up some dough to give away some keys and stuff. And I said, hey, if you want to throw some of your own keys on top of that, I'm not gonna say no. Doesn't hurt to ask, right?
Yeah.
And sure enough, they're like, absolutely, like 10 keys just
That's awesome.
just thrown out. And the guys have been like in and out of my channel like while I was playing it and stuff. They're really cool. Like the Red Hook guys are really, and the Red Hook Power Up Audio guys are really cool.
Yep. Not only that, like the game itself is a great example of an early access title actually coming through to fruition. Like they added 4 new classes that are actually pretty well balanced, a whole new area, the darkest dungeon is unlocked. I mean, from when I played before, there were a lot of issues with the game. Like for instance, you could just keep an enemy in stun lock and power your whole team up, and there was all this stuff. And then when I went back to it, like I had some really rough dungeons because I was trying to do this old stuff, and it just doesn't work anymore. And like learning the new classes and how they synergize and stuff, it's a really solid game now. It's better balanced. It still can completely screw you over in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the appeal of the game. So.
Did you guys just see that Boba Fett just walked out? Like he just stood up, like a guy dressed as Boba Fett just walked out of here. I've never been more hurt. That the guy that chose to dress up as Boba Fett, fantastic. Like it looked great from the back, but that's all I saw because he's walking out of my panel. Like that just hurt me.
See, next time have a
You
plan
got
for the
Fett
show.
slammed.
That
Yeah.
hurt me. Anyways, Darkest Dungeon, is it? There you go. Is it still rage-inducing? Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh absolutely. I had one of the last boss fights I did. I had every single person in my party on death's door multiple times, and it was like every single turn was just I was sitting there like just watching the screen like please, please, please. I mean, not a lot of games can get that much stress out of you.
did you end up beating it?
I did.
So
Not a
there's like an
single person
actual,
died.
there's a final boss. Is it a
Oh
spoiler?
no. Oh excuse me. I beat the fight I was talking about. I have not beat the game.
Oh, you have not beat the game?
No.
Okay.
And I've put like 35 more hours
Yeah.
into just the new version, and I haven't even started the last tier of bosses.
Yeah, I think like when we played it last year, there was what, 3 bosses? There was the hag, the tall guy.
It's
and-
three bosses, 3
And how many
times,
is there
I think.
now?
Yep,
Like 6
3
or 7?
bosses, and then there was a second tier. And now there's like
Or 2 times.
4 tiers, and then the darkest dungeon, I think.
Wow.
I could be wrong. 'cause
You
I've
gotta
only
be,
looked
you
at
gotta
what
be at
I've
least
done.
level 6 to get in the darkest dungeon.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Wow.
I think 6 is not. I think 6 is cap, right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
You treat them like chat. You're like, is it chat? Is this right?
Chat.
Can you give me the? Can you give me?
I mean, there's fucking live chat.
Can we just give them whiteboards
Except
that
they're
can-
nicer. Fuck you. I'll eat your fucking head. Sorry.
It's okay,
I was just with
enforcers.
Rampage Jackson. I'm the
This is
guy.
how it is normally.
Yeah.
How many characters have you had died?
5. And one of
You haven't
them,
played it?
I haven't
one
played
of
it yet,
them
no.
was just a total wipe to this damn thing I'd never heard of called the goddamn Shambler. And it
Oh,
is,
yeah.
oh my God, I thought,
That's like
I thought,
the random thing that
yeah,
happens,
and it just came out of nowhere, and like all of a sudden it was like Warp 9 shit, and there was like this crazy background, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna go for it. Yeah, 3 turns later, gone. Every one of them dead.
He just
all with
hits
my
hard, or what?
best trinkets. Oh, he hits hard. He summons ads. They all have their little abilities. He can AOE. Like it's a nasty fight.
That's awesome.
Nasty. I killed him,
Yeah.
and then
good.
the ads killed my party. Got the achievement though.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I need to go back and check that game. I feel like right now with that game and then XCOM 2 coming out next weekend, like there's going to be a lot of rage on Twitch in the next
There's gonna
month.
be a lot of rage. XCOM 2 is super hyped.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am like that is going to be a huge game. And people that have never played XCOM 1 and had no plans to are looking forward to XCOM 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna
That
be
game's a motherfucker, man.
I really hope they fix like the 99% like misses.
Misses.
That's XCOM,
I
man.
kind of like that though. Like,
Yeah, that's you can't.
The
fix
best-
what-
How can you like that? It's fucking bullshit.
well, I say I like that, but I guess what I'm saying is I like that when it happens to other people that aren't myself.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. When
Now,
you're watching
in that we are in agreement.
Yeah, when you're watching a streamer and they're like, oh yeah, let me just 99%, let's just hit that with sniper, no problem.
Well, you with your one little sectoid guy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that was an amazing story. Like
Well,
you
yeah,
took
I-
out 3 of your dudes, was it?
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
you just
please
alt
don't.
F4 done.
Please, I don't want to talk about it again.
That was so. The way you said that, Ko, was so shitty. He's like, did he take out like 3 of you?
3 of your guys?
Yeah.
You just
Maybe
like
I
could never
make a
play
book with
again?
a nice protagonist.
the end of that story is that I alt F4'd mid-death animation from this stupid fucking sectoid that killed 3 of the guys, and I never played XCOM 1 as of like last week. I beat it when it first came out, but yeah. XCOM 2, I think I'm just gonna play on. Are you gonna play hardest setting?
I'm
Iron Man?
gonna do Iron Man on the second from hardest. Because
Okay.
apparently, here's what I've heard. Not
Yeah.
only is every difficulty harder,
Are there only 3, or did
I
they
think
put
there's-
more?
I think there's 3. I'm not
Okay.
totally sure. But the last difficulty apparently is designed to be like masochistic.
Okay.
Like in this one, it's supposed to be like you are not supposed to beat it. Like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be really difficult. So I went through normal and still like until the end game was still having a pretty rough time. So I'm gonna do the next difficulty up in Iron Man. And Iron Man is the
Iron Man's where you can't save scum. Like
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
load back to another save.
Yep. So that's the plan.
Yeah. It's
See how it goes.
any broadcaster that plays that, there's gonna be rage. Like I've already blocked all my salt emotes. So there's no rage emotes. Yeah, it's.
You should
I've-
keep the exact same name for all those bad emotes and just make like rainbows.
Yeah.
And like little things and you can do it, JP.
Yeah,
Encouragement's like,
that'd be great. That's a great
Yes.
idea. I might take you up on that.
itmeJP mad is like someone offering
Just
you
a thumbs
flowers.
up. Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great. So I checked out The Division this morning. Did you guys play it? I guess you both flew in.
It was
What?
I didn't.
You didn't see it at all?
No, I saw it first thing when Twitch booth opened.
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah.
the first thing that we did was like a half an hour division. We
Yeah.
watched it. I didn't play it. Future Man and OK Dream played it in the
Oh,
back.
you're talking about at the Twitch booth. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, that game's basically Destiny, but like modern and like with real guns. And the level of customization on like the actual guns is, I want to put a new scope on this. I want to put a new grip on this. I want to put a new silencer on this. I want to get an extended mag. And they all have like stats on all of those items. So for me, I'm just like, this is the best.
Yeah, and there's
Like-
crafting.
Yeah, and there's crafting. It's not in the
Craft
beta,
guns,
but
yep.
yeah, and,
PvP?
and then it's on PC.
Yeah, it's on PC today.
Like,
There was
imagine
a
Destiny
a
on the
Steam
PC.
pickup this morning. Yeah, and that's actually one of the reasons I really, the first game I ever streamed on Twitch was Defiance, which is very similar. It's like an MMO FPS kind of grindy kind of thing. It had
Yeah.
aliens, it's a whole other spin. And then Destiny came out, skipped PC, so I skipped that one too. With Division, lots of good things are said about it, but it's kind of weird because a lot of people are also ragging on it too. So,
Really?
yeah, like they're saying like it's too spungy, it's not skill-based enough. So
There's a
I've
little bit
heard
of bullet
the whole
sponge.
gambit. Yeah, so I personally like that kind of thing. I'm a big fan of like boss fights that
Yeah.
are you have like evolving and weak points and stuff like that. So I'm
Numbers.
looking forward to checking it out.
Yeah, you're super into
I'm
it. I
RPG,
know
yeah,
you are.
Numbers.
RPG man. Yeah. But
it's an interesting thing you bring that up. Like, if you think about Destiny, there's no health bars on any of the mobs in that game that you kill. But in this game, there's health bars everywhere, like on everything. So, I wonder if there were health bars in Destiny, if the idea of like a bullet sponge would be there. Like, people
Well,
would
there's
be
no
bitching about that.
Well, there's no question. A lot of Destinies, especially some of the end bosses, are
Oh,
very
yeah,
spongy.
totally.
Yeah. So, but a lot of it's there. I think a lot of people were expecting because it's like it's humanoid enemies. Much more realistic. I think they were expecting a bit more of a Twitchy experience.
Sure.
But again, it's going to be designed. It's catering to a niche, and it looks to be doing it well. I can't wait to play it. I'm planning on playing it right when I get back.
Yeah.
So I've heard,
Wait,
unfortunately,
when do you get back? Monday?
Oh, well.
Yeah,
I got my laptop in my hotel room.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
try to
I
play
started to
that.
say it closes on
I
Sunday.
know. I don't
or
know
evening.
what, like, I'm trying to figure out the thinking behind that.
I don't either. It's very odd that it launched on Xbox One on Thursday, then
Yes.
today on PC and PS4, then it closes Sunday, and like, how many broadcasters are here at PAX?
It's like they're
how many?
purposefully, like, I can't tell if they meant to do it over PAX South, and if they did, why? And
Yeah, I
if
don't
they
either.
didn't, that's a huge screw up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't
It's
know the
very
answer to
strange.
that. There's at least 30 or 40,000 views that aren't there on Twitch for that game, but it's not having any difficulty staying in the top 3. Like,
No,
it's
no.
been
I
number
mean,
1 or 2.
King Gathalion was streaming. He actually had an Ubisoft guy come on, and they had like a good discussion about the game and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got 14,000 people, tons of people watching it. Tin the
That was
Tap Man,
yesterday?
Summit. Yeah, they've all been streaming it, and apparently saying good things. Like, what was it? I think Tim maxed out his Xbox or PS4, whichever one,
Xbox One.
Division, and then today he was like, yeah, can't wait to do it all again on PC.
Huh.
Cool. I mean, that bodes pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder if that was for the viewership, though. I wonder if he's like, we're getting good viewership, I'm going to play it again, or if he actually enjoyed it. I always think about that,
It's hard to stream a game if you're not having fun.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
so.
I'll have to ask
No,
him.
it's not. That is an absolute lie. I've played many, many hours of a game that was not
What
fun.
game? What game are you talking about?
What game is that?
Your Mom's Simulator. I hated it. It was a bad time.
Didn't you go
You have
back
to
and
use the PS4 like touchpad.
Didn't you go back and try to? You played it. You played
I don't
Bashi
know.
like 2 weeks
no,
ago, right?
I know.
Was there any progress?
Dude, I talked with Zach Witten, who's the St. Jude liaison, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, is there fucking any way I can get out of this, bro? Is there any possible way? He's like, we already said it was okay. It's like, no, I gotta do some penance or something, But I don't have any ideas yet, but I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I'm skilled enough.
Don't say that, man. You can do it. You have to do it.
You need to.
Thanks, Tony Robbins.
No problem.
We got to do like a power. You should do like a power hour once a week of Bashi and get like he was saying, just get emotes where it's just like you can do it, like all that. shit. Just try to go in there with the best positive mindset of all time.
Yeah.
For 1 hour a week, and then you just never touch it until it's beaten.
Yep.
Because there's no other way. Like, I've watched you play that game, and I think the hardest thing for that game is yourself. Like, you get into the mindset of like, I fucking hate this thing I hate this game so much. And then you're just like, I don't even know why I'm playing at this point. Like, I'm never gonna. And you just start dying.
It's like it becomes this like weird like tantric like your mind works in weird ways.
Yeah.
Like you start questioning the fabric of reality. Like you're staring into the abyss and it's staring back into you, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You get all Nietzsche on it.
Yeah. So, but that's Bashi. We hope maybe next time, if we're invited back next year, maybe we can talk about. Thanks to you.
I can,
Maybe we can talk about the day you
probably
beat Bashi.
spot weld that fucking thing. Just make sure it's nice and fixed.
But yeah, so
up. Oh, it's
did
my
we
mom.
do drop frames last year at PAX? Were we here at South? We weren't.
No. Not at PAX South. I don't think we did. It was very new.
I guess
Hello?
the show was very new. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetheart. Where are
Oh
you?
yeah, it's just mom.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard that. Holy cow.
I'm in San Antonio, Mom. I'm doing a
You
PAX.
are?
Yeah, I told you
I
that.
wondered if you were out of town again.
Yeah,
I
I went-
thought I might remember.
Mom, I'm at a convention. I'm actually on a panel right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tell everybody, yo, Zconia.
They're clapping, Ma.
Wow, I can hear them.
Yeah. I gotta go now, Ma.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, my love.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Love you. Bye. That was fucking perfect timing.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, I guess you're right because the show we weren't doing the show when PAX South happened last year, or maybe we were. I just didn't think of submitting it because it was so new.
I don't date.
Yeah, we were like, I think 2 episodes in. 3
I don't do.
episodes
I
in.
don't do any dates. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
But yeah.
No, that was my first con. I didn't do shit. I wasn't.
PAX South?
Yeah, I wasn't working it. I wasn't. I stayed at I had to stay with a friend of mine and just wanted to go to my first convention, and it was fan-fucking-tastic.
Do you guys feel like maybe it's just Friday? We don't really know what attendance, but do you think it's same size, bigger, smaller? Like
I'd say
what?
definitely bigger, right?
Yeah. I haven't even walked the show floor, so I don't really have a good idea of how many people are actually here. But
It's bigger than it was, but it's still smaller than other PAXs.
It fucking smells bigger.
yeah,
But that's good. I actually really like that. Like, it's really cool. Someone was making the comment today. It's like, instead of having to like take off, you can comfortably wear a sweatshirt, and you don't have to walk around like getting hot because there's so many people around you. You can walk around, you can have some space, you can see all the booths and see all the stuff, and it's really good. It's a really good amount of people here.
yeah. I will say, in terms of the booths that I have seen, there's Twitch, there's Dreadnought. Is there anything else like AAA here? Like, what was
Capcom?
it? Oh, Capcom's here. They're showing Street Fighter V, I assume.
Intel's here again too.
Yeah, I saw the Intel booth, but they just have a bunch of different games playing there, right? Like
Yeah. They
And then,
really
they
have a
have
big thing.
that 3D.
The face thing. That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
Is that awesome?
face thing.
Yeah, they have a guy there that will actually fully 3D map your face,
Whoa,
and then they can put it in games like Skyrim and stuff.
really?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. They did a thing of my face this morning of it, but I haven't actually seen it.
Is it free? Is that you just stand in
Yeah,
line?
you can just go there and get it done.
Whoa.
It's pretty crazy.
Sorry, just imagine a game where like I take your face, JP,
Well, I
and
mean,
put it
that's
on
a-
like a enemy. Like
Oh,
you're the sprite that I kill. Like you be an
That'd be
enemy
great.
that there's lots of them, like little imps or something. They're like, and it's your face. The happy face. I fucking hate that. Still the only emote banned in my channel.
that is banned in your chat. Yeah, it's for
I
whatever
hate
reason
it.
it's banned in your chat.
It's a horrific emote.
What is it called? The 3D
I don't
thing?
remember
Do you
the name.
remember the
It
name?
has like a catch name, but I don't know what it is.
Interesting. Interesting.
mapping or something.
Then there's a lot of indies here. I haven't
I
walked
haven't
the
been
show
there
floor
yet, but I've heard it's great. Like
It always
everyone that has
is.
come back from that area has said that there's a
I mean,
lot of awesome stuff.
we were
out there.
talking about Darkest Dungeon. I remember when I walked, and this might have been 2 years ago or a year, maybe it was last year at PAX South or one of the PAXs. And here's Darkest Dungeon in this small, like 4-foot by 5-foot booth. They're showing Darkest Dungeon, and like, who would have thought that that game is as big as it is now?
Yep.
Like that is
It is
actually
huge
insane.
now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. By the way, awesome new game to stream if you are a new streamer.
Oh, yeah.
Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's still a huge crowd there. It's one of those games where even if people have seen it beaten, they're going to see it done in different ways. They're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
see different rage, different, so it's a really good, it's a really
Rage
good game
does
to
well
stream.
on Twitch.
It does.
the
It does.
unfortunate
Even
truth.
it's better the calmer the caster.
Right.
The calmer the caster, the more they want to see them play XCOM and Darkest Dungeon and stuff like that. So
Yeah, watching Lethal Frag play it is pretty good. Because that guy's probably like one of the calmest streamers I've ever seen on Twitch. And
I would love to see him raid out someday.
something will happen. He'll just be like, well,
Dems the breaks.
I mean that happens. I guess that's Darkest Dungeon.
How can they do that? How can they?
I don't know.
How can they hold it in like that? I mean,
don't know.
how can they not consider this video game to be life and fucking death every single time?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they do that.
I don't know, man.
But yeah. So
Oh, also it's good because it's. I mean, I just use my mouse and that's it. Just mouse.
oh yeah, I guess
And
you
you
really
can
don't need a
you can
keyboard.
stop at any time because it's turn-based.
Right.
So you take your hand off the mouse, nothing is going to happen that wasn't already going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. In terms of the things that have happened in the past year since we were at South, I feel like Twitch and the booth, they've really integrated so many broadcasters in.
Yes.
And to where that's kind of like, I think everyone else in the industry looks at what Twitch does with the talent, with the broadcasters, and they are stealing every idea that Twitch does at a place like PAX, where you guys are doing things with Future Man on the stage there, showing games. Now you're seeing so many other organizations do the same thing. Like that's the best way to show a game is to get a streamer there, have them play, and then just have them talk alongside of it.
Yeah. And it's really nice. I mean, it's really nice when every once in a while you get like a celebrity sometimes, like Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, you met him, right?
Yeah,
I haven't met him yet.
That's why I was late.
Is he
I was
intimidating?
on stage. What's that?
Is he super intimidating? Like
Fuck yeah, he's intimidating, dude.
Rampage
like-
Jackson, he's a
he-
UFC fighter.
Yeah.
But he also streams.
Former
on
now.
Twitch.
Former
Oh yeah,
UFC
former.
fighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, he streams Rampage. His Twitch name is Rampage is Human. And the reason that he gave us a story behind that is like the reason why is like I'm not just an ass kicker, like I like to laugh, I make people laugh and stuff like that. I can't do his voice obviously, but
Yeah.
he just went off on about how, like he has emotions like a regular person, something like that. It's like okay, yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost pooped because. Well, no, this relates. No, wouldn't it have been great if I just left it like that? I almost pooped. Next topic.
I thought you were going
I was
to.
gonna
No,
say.
I was sitting next to him on the couch, and I kept. I'm a very tactile person, so I kept like doing this. I'm like, haha, you're funny, you know, haha, like that. And then we were playing Mount Your Friends,
Yeah.
which he were railed on. He's like, I would never play this game, but he played and had fun. And he said something, and I laughed, and I touched him again, and he looked at me, and he was like, don't touch me like that when I'm playing Mount Your Friends. And like my anus could make like it was like it could make a coal into a diamond.
Oh my
So
god.
it went, it scared me.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the fight or flight, and I was flying. I was done. I was out.
I mean, that's
Like,
a guy
I bet I could get a good jump running start on.
he'll grab your leg and then just like throw you over. It would look
You will
like a
bring
video
Mount
game.
Your Friends into real life and
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
slam
Just
them.
Oh my
destroy
God.
you. Just destroy you.
Like I remember that little cartoon. I think it's Droopy Dog. That was.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
that could have happened. You could have died today. It's the little things, man. You got to think about that.
You know, throwing
good
out,
point.
throwing up, Taco
So what about you? Like what else have you done here at PAX? It's only Friday. We usually have the show on Saturdays, so we kind of have more events to talk about. But
I have been pretty much just around the Twitch booth.
Yeah.
And stopped by the Dreadnought and Intel booths, but that's been about it. I'm actually looking forward to hitting the indie section. I've heard a lot of great things about that. But it's like going back to what you were saying about like how Twitch is interacting with broadcasters and seeing that kind of evolve over time. That's one of my favorite part of cons is seeing how Twitch is going to interact with them and what they do. Because every year you come to these, you see the Twitch booth growing, changing, they're adding new things, they've removed things, they're kind of evolving. It gets smoother every year.
Right.
And it's just to the point where it's you can just stay in that area and there's something to do everywhere you go. You don't, so that's awesome. So I've been here half a day. I haven't yet left the Twitch booth area.
yeah,
So.
yeah. Are you gonna play Dreadnought again? I feel like that game has been showing
Yes.
for like 7 years. Like I've seen it so much. At
Yeah.
Crazy
cons.
enough, they're still making it. Like they showed us a polished version of Dreadnought a year ago.
Yeah,
Over a
we
year
played
ago.
it. We streamed it and played it. Yeah.
And what they've been doing is like that was like, you know, the deathmatch combat portion. And they've been developing all this back end stuff to it. So they're adding in like, well, I don't know how much I can talk about, but they're adding in like all sorts of development stuff, like customization, different ways to advance, team stuff, different game modes. Dreadnought is a really good example of a company that is just basically swearing off early access. They're saying like this game will be released when it's ready to like drop like a bomb, and everything will be ready and everything's good to go. They did recently just open like a little alpha,
Yeah.
but I didn't get invited.
Yeah, I didn't know there was an.
Most
What?
streamers, most streamers did.
How dare they?
How dare they?
Don't they know who you are?
Yes.
Would you like me to say something to them? I will give
I
them a
wouldn't
stern
tell.
talking to.
Well, thank you. That's
You're welcome.
no, but like but a lot of streamers didn't, and it's actually really smart
Yeah, I
on them
didn't even
because
know
we've
about
had
that.
discussions on Drop Frames how streamers will, you know, play these games early and we'll put hours and hours into it when it's not done, and then it'll come and we'll be kind of tired of it. They were just like, okay, we're going to make sure a lot of big streamers don't get access,
Huh.
and it's working because I want to play it more.
Are there streamers that have access to it? I'm sure. I guess.
There,
it's
well, what's
NBA.
funny is the way I found out is, you know, 15 plus people in my chat like a week ago, like, hey, Co, want to play Dreadnought after the stream? And I was just like, yes. Why?
Yeah.
You know, and it was this awkward conversation. We all got it alpha, didn't you? And it's just like, no.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
okay, that's
They do
smart.
one of
That's
those,
really
yeah.
smart. Okay,
Yeah.
well, but even then, it's like, you know, I can even play it. I'm actually fine with that. To, you know, whatever, I'll play when it's done.
Right.
But yeah, it is, short answer, it's still being made. I don't know if it has a release date yet. Have they even announced a release date yet? I don't
I
think
have
so.
no.
Next year?
Next year? What?
Okay. Okay. This is like another year?
Yeah. Like what the fuck else?
What are they doing, like a ground combat thing?
I don't-
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know.
But no, it's, I don't know when it's going to be released. Hopefully soon. I mean, again, I would have played this game
A year
hours
ago, yeah.
a year ago.
It was awesome
So
when we
yeah.
played it.
So, but yeah, they're adding more ships, more stuff, more all across the board.
Who's Dreadnought? Who's making it?
Greybox?
I think that's right.
That may be the
Yeah,
publisher.
they're the Greybox is they're the people that made the RTS, right?
Grey Goo.
That's Grey Goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something completely different.
It's their RTS. But yeah.
Same guys?
Same guys.
Yeah, same guys.
Yeah. So.
What
yeah.
a weird thing for them to go from like a real hardcore RTS to whatever you call Dreadnought. Like
Yeah,
naval
it's kind of
ship
Naval
fighting.
ship combat?
Yeah.
Naval spaceship combat.
Airspace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Whatever
really cool.
type of game
Like
that
there's
is.
not enough of those really at all. There's
Yeah.
like 2 knockoff versions that tried to ride Dreadnought's hype, and now, but they're not Dreadnought. So yeah. Hopefully we'll see it soon.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They don't have the streaming set up anymore, do they?
They're definitely doing games there, but I don't know if they're streaming on them yet.
Gotcha.
But there are definitely games going on there. Like, you can stop by and play and everything, too. So they got some cool swag there, too.
Gotcha. Well, I was so inspired during the Twitch town hall right before this with the questions in there that we're going to do even more questions here. So if you guys want to do...
And we will fucking shut you down.
We will shut
if you
down.
give us any bullshit.
We will sick this man on you.
Up with which we will not put.
We
That's
want
correct grammar,
people
by
to
the
come
way.
up and ask questions, Zeke. Don't scare them away. Like, there's no one in line right now because you just scared the shit out of them.
Nuh-uh.
There's no one in line.
Look.
No one cares. No one wants to ask us any questions.
There we go. There we go. Here's some questions.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Well, we didn't like really tell anybody.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Go ahead.
Me? All right. Well, I'm Time to Hunt, so I've seen you a lot. Anyways, today I tried VR, and that was insane. So how are you guys going to implement VR into your streams? Or are you going to just like
How are we going to
keep it
put
over
VR in our streams? I don't know. That's it. It relies on if they have the tools for us to be able to stream that. Because like with the Oculus, at least in the very beginning of Oculus, you had to take one of the images and then stretch it across. It wasn't really set up. They didn't have like an output for it. I haven't messed with any of the new hardware, and no one really has. So I don't know how that's going to work, but. I think I'll probably stream like a VR game. I feel like it's going to be really weird,
I think
though.
you would wear like Google glasses inside the VR.
Wow.
So like film what you're seeing, and then take down that.
Yeah, at that point, what's the point of the webcam? So that people can like see you
Just
get
see
scared?
you whipping around in a room by yourself.
I think that's kind of funny, actually. I think it's a funny idea.
I can't imagine how many videos we're going to see on like live stream or fails where someone comes up as they're playing this, for hours. They're in that world with the VR thing. Someone comes up and just does this, and they freak the fuck out.
Oh yeah, dude. I can't wait to see like streamer like Elo is gonna be doing this one day, and Cora's gonna be there and like in the real
Yeah.
thing, like poking at him and different things. And he's just gonna be like, it feels so real.
Yep.
But no, like okay, to answer the question, it's a great question because I think many streamers are wondering this right now.
Yeah.
There's 2 big things though. One, how are we gonna get the image onto OBS? Like, what are we gonna do? Because just thinking about, you can't, maybe a monitor capture of one lens, I don't know. But here's the other big one. The whole big point about Twitch is interactive.
How do you see it?
If we can't read chat, you're basically watching us on YouTube because we can't really do anything back to you.
Yeah.
So that's probably my biggest concern. Like, the VR companies that start integrating with Twitch and getting Twitch chat in a place we can see it, those are gonna be the first VR streams I stream. So
VR games. Yeah.
VR games.
There's an easy fix to that. You just, you know how like some people
Google
have.
Glass inside.
No. How some people. No, I'm gonna patent that, by the way.
Just 2 other people's products on top of each other?
You just tape Google glasses inside of the VR. You can't patent that.
Take a screw and scratch off the G.
No, there's an easy fix. Like, you know how some people have that voice that reads out tips? Just
Yeah.
have that for chat.
Oh man.
Like the entire chat. I think that would
wouldn't get
be
old at all.
awesome.
That's a great idea.
Yep. And you get I bet you could make like music, like kappa 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 kappa, like with all the emos.
Less than 3.
Less than three. Carrot.
Jesus.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hell of an idea. I'm gonna have to do that.
Better
yeah.
patent that one.
I'm wicked smart.
Yeah, we're brilliant. We're so smart.
Is that an old SNL reference?
Yeah, it is.
Nice, very well played.
Yeah. No, I don't. I honestly, don't, yeah, I have the same hangups with VR that you guys do. However, I do think it would be a humorous thing as a duo, like have someone else have the VR helmet on, and then have the other person just fucking with them.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be good. That'd be good. I do also want to see people play VR games, like horror games in VR, and stream that.
Yes.
Because
Full
those-
body reaction.
Those are like legitimate scares.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
those games are fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
They're doing a scarily good job with some of them, like the immersiveness and how
Yeah.
they don't prepare you at all for this stuff and then just drop it on you. Like
Yeah.
I've watched some of the non-VR videos and those have been horrifying. So
yeah.
to think like to have that in an enclosed environment, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I remember there's a billion YouTube clips of people playing that. But there was one where the guy legitimately like threw the VR off his head and broke it.
Yep.
Because he was so scared of what. And the game wasn't even. It's not like a AAA looking game.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a real indie game that was probably going to crash on you 9 times out of 10. And this guy like had the worst scare of his life and just threw the fucking thing.
I wonder how many people are gonna break their VR heads. Can you imagine what the like?
They're gonna have to do the Wiimote thing and
Think
put a
about
band
the
on it.
PT
Yeah.
game. You remember, yeah, there you go. You remember PT?
Yeah.
Like you're on your VR glasses. You've been in there for 30 minutes. You've got the depth of field down. You know, you're feeling comfortable. You turn around, look behind you. That's cool. You look forward. You hear something behind you. Turn around. There's something right in front of you.
Imagine, you know that creepy fuck, that goddamn that fucking girl that sits up top of.
Yes.
Oh, imagine seeing her in VR.
The more I think about it, the more like VR games, VR horror games are going to be like the cream of the crop for that.
I think that's like the go-to game
Yeah.
for VR
Yeah.
for sure.
As long as I
I
don't
hope
have,
the Amnesia guys are making something for it.
as long as I don't have to fucking get off my couch, I'll be fine. I'm just saying, I'm a gamer, dude. I don't want to fucking walk around and exercise while I'm playing a fucking video game.
I got
I
you.
want to sit there. I'll do the controller, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks for the
Thank
question.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Good question.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Tyler. He got half my question, so the other half, how do you think AR is going to get in, like with HoloLens? We saw how it worked at E3 last year. How do you think that's going to work with Twitch?
I don't know if the augmented reality stuff will, like, how do you got to get one of the cameras. We got to talk to Microsoft and get one of those cameras.
The AR stuff, I don't know if you saw at the HoloLens thing, the camera they were using, but that thing was like, it looked like some kind of weird futuristic mech. Like
Yeah.
there were so many things like tacked on and you know, there were like different lenses in front of them. The short answer is with the AR stuff, that's gonna be up to the people making the hardware. Because
Yeah.
obviously, if we can't broadcast what we're seeing or have an easy camera that has the AR overlaid onto it, there's no way that you guys are gonna be able to see it.
Yeah.
Because the AR is designed for the person watching it. So the only way that we can do that in any real way is by having an independent camera seeing what we see, and then I've never even heard of that. I don't even know if those are coming. I don't know what, and if they come here, like how expensive are they going to be? But that's really going to be in the hands of the people that are making that stuff. Now that being said, if they make webcams that are AR ready, so you could just have a webcam and it would, track AR like
You
it
just
would
gave
be on
Razer
your
a
head.
brand new idea for the next crazy
Take it and
device.
run with it, please. But that would be great. I mean, I'd buy one of those, and you could just like they did in the HoloLens thing, just set up a table, and you could be wearing your glasses, and you could have your webcam sitting on it, so all the viewers can see what you see, and you're sitting there interacting. That could be awesome. But if that tech isn't there, there's nothing we can do about it.
When we were talking about the VR with the Google glasses that I'm patenting, I want it. I seriously just imagine myself looking like Iron Man. Like you can see like the lights on his face and like zzz, 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 like that with the glasses. I thought that was cool. Don't clap for that. Yeah.
You already ate it, but I would have given you that cookie.
That was a good cookie. I don't know what they put in that fucking cookie. That was a good cookie.
Thank you for the question, man.
Thanks,
Thank
bud.
you.
Thank you.
Next.
Hi, Dubstep.
Hi, I'm Dubstep, and last year I asked a question about, I don't remember. Anyway, but you did a drop frames, and you had a bunch of girls on talking about streaming and being a girl. and
One of them's right there, Shannon.
Shannon,
I
drop
love your face.
Drop friends.
Yeah.
Drop femmes, yeah, dude.
And that was really, really cool. And actually, it was really good for me. It helped a lot. I was wondering, for obvious reasons, could you have a drop frames about streaming with the family and babies and stuff like that? I'm pregnant.
Oh, like
Ta-da.
like juggling,
Yeah.
like a family with streaming
Yeah,
and stuff. Oh,
exactly.
That's
I mean, we
See?
could.
Want to take
fucking
this one?
no. Do you really think anybody would trust me with a child, let alone my own child? I think the state would have something to say about that. But yeah,
that's
I think that is a fan-fucking-tastic idea. I really do.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I mean, I
It's
think
kind
it'd
of
be
a
cool. That Elo is pretty open about
Yeah.
that part of his life on stream. I mean, he'll even bring his kid on stream a lot. So, I mean, that might be a possibility. I can think of 2 or 3 broadcasters that have a full-fledged family outside of streaming. And
The premise of being a full-time streamer and supporting, interacting, and raising a family, that's a whole different ballgame. That's a really cool idea. And I'm sure there's I know there's lots of streamers out there with families.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, some very established.
Yeah,
So that could be a really cool topic to talk about.
That's the show I would love to have.
Yeah.
Totally.
Agreed.
yeah, I think we could definitely do. I don't know when. I'm not promising. I'm not promising.
That's
anything.
fine. That's fine.
But that'd be a pretty cool.
March
idea.
10th, 2016. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great idea.
Thank you.
be good. It'd be good. Thanks for the suggestion.
Good
We'll
idea.
definitely do something with that.
Totally.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, Heel Jolly here.
Nice shirt. That's a nice shirt.
Thanks.
I
yeah,
don't like
it's,
the hat, but the shirt is great.
Hold on, hold on.
it's
You-
like
hold on,
my
hold on,
fat
hold
ass
on.
is the perfect canvas for this badass.
Why do you have a potato on your shirt?
Do I what?
Why do you have a potato on your
Oh,
shirt?
potato.
I'm
So,
a little offended. You've got Co's hat,
Yeah.
Zeke's shirt.
Well,
What the fuck?
He's wearing your your panties.
do you have leggings with your face on them? Do you have leggings or something?
There you go.
Anyway,
He's wearing your panties.
Maybe so.
First of all, welcome to Texas. Zeke, how was your $200 steak?
Oh, dude, that best steak I've ever had in a restaurant. I'll say that.
Nice. All right.
It's fucking,
And,
it was amazing.
What are your most anticipated games for 2016? Besides Overwatch.
Guardian.
Last Guardian?
Good.
Is it the Last Guardian? The Eco guys?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Yes, that's mine.
Last Guardian.
Really?
I
That's
am
your
looking
most anticipated game in
forward.
2016?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, awesome.
Didn't you love Eco and Shadow Colossus
played
and
it.
shit?
You
What?
never played those games?
Never played
Now, you just told me you had never. Now, that's like you saying, like, I've never seen Star Wars.
it. The new one?
No, any of them.
Not the last three.
No, I'm just saying. I'm making a comparison, for fuck's sake. I mean, what am I gonna do? I mean, everyone's just fucking with me all the time. I just don't understand. It's a microphone I'm fucking playing with that I like.
I know. I got
No,
you.
but yeah, definitely. Because I love the art style of the feeling when I played through Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. There was like a weird like melancholy like that elicited an emotional response. And those are the games I like that elicit an emotional response. I will take emotional response, maybe blasphemous, but over gameplay.
Sure. Okay.
And that was reflected in your top 10. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
For sure.
Yep.
You got to play those games, by the way.
I do. In fact, I may play both those games back to back
Oh,
for
yeah.
Last Guardian and then play that.
I think
I'm thinking about doing that.
They did a remaster of those, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They did HD. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
those are awesome games. What about you? What's your most anticipated? Yeah, anticipated of 2016.
See, I'm on the opposite boat. Like, I have a really hard time naming one. From Dishonored 2, Deus Ex, Mass Effect Andromeda, No Man's Sky, Fallout 4, and Witcher 3 DLCs. Like, XCOM 2. There's so many games that mark my words, this year could be bigger than last year for gaming.
We'll see.
I am. There are
gonna be tough to
so
beat.
many quality titles, and
Yeah.
and we haven't even gotten to E3 yet, where we're going to get even more crazy announcements.
Yeah.
So I'm very optimistic. I think this year's going to be huge in gaming. Almost every month has a title that I'm really looking forward to, and yeah, I'm super excited.
Does Cuphead come out this year?
Which one?
Cuphead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Cuphead looks really good. Yeah. They showed that.
Cuphead's like a playable cartoon. It's
Yeah.
like it reminds me sort of
it
like
for-
Beautiful Joe. Anybody else get that vibe?
Beautiful Joe.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of gives me that.
I think you mentioned. Now I'm just blanking. What was the game? Oh, No Man's Sky. I just want to see what the fuck that game
That's
is.
kind of the boat I'm in.
Yeah.
Like, it was super hyped a while back, and then they released a few videos, and people were like, oh, this looks sort of cool. But they didn't really talk about it, and they were very clear that this isn't the whole game. And then they've been working on it all this time, so it's doing a lot of things that are really new, and it's trying to be very unique about it, so I'm optimistic about it. But again, I mean, no one's played it yet.
Yeah, I just want to. They don't have a release. Do they have a release date for that?
I think it's June, like Q2 or Q3 early.
Yeah, I just want to see that.
Correct me if I'm wrong there, but anyway.
I'm really hoping it sucks so we get like lots of cool like No Man's Sky, no thanks guy, you know, like that kind of shit. Like I hope it's really bad so we
That's
get
it.
review titles like that.
You guys just witnessed a meme made in real time from Zeke for No Man's Sky. It's gonna be number one on Reddit. Yeah, I just want to see that game.
Oh, no, I said it, the new Mass Effect. That's going to be, that's going
Yeah.
to be great.
Is that this year? 100%?
Mass Effect Andromeda is supposed to be Q4 of this year. So it
That'll
is-
get delayed. I bet you that gets
Well,
delayed.
or they could E3 it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, because here's the thing, like, it's so cloudy. No one knows what's going on.
No one knows
with
what
this
it's
game.
gonna be,
Like
yeah.
no one knows if it's even going to connect with the last three. And then it's like, but how is it Mass Effect? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many questions about it right now.
It's true.
But yeah, should be really cool.
We'll see. Thanks for the question.
Thanks,
Thank you.
gentlemen.
Thanks.
Next.
Hello.
Sometimes
That-
it's weird.
there it is.
There you go.
Okay.
You can tilt it if you can move it. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm afraid if I move it, it'll break.
Oh, it won't break, baby. You can move that all around. Sorry.
Can someone gift that for later?
I'll show my mom.
All right. My name is Arrow Fodder, and he stole my question. So,
Got a lot of that.
You guys can fight if you want.
Yeah. We'll watch.
so let me ask a different question. Polling from streamers' experiences. Your chat or your community is latching on to a joke that they find funny and you don't. How do you handle it?
I mean, that's my stream career. Pretty
Yes.
much, so. Yeah.
I actually have a system for that, honestly. I have a system on my channel. Put them in the fucking box. That's 2 minutes in the box. I put them in the box, and I invite them back. It's 2-minute timeout. It's a joke. Everybody has fun. It's like a penalty box. And then I berate them for being unfunny or not original or something like that. And then I say, after your 2 minutes is up, you come back, but you better bring the funny, motherfucker, or else you're going back in the box.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, King Shit, there's the fuck JP spam, there's the hashtag fuck JP. Like, there's just been a lot of that in my career.
And now you just confirm to all these people that you don't like any of that.
But,
Prepare.
you know the best thing? I get money when people tell me that. Like, I'm making a living from people making jokes at me. I love that. That's great. I'll do that all day.
That's nice.
I'll stream 10 hours a day as people call me King Shit. I'll give you the emote, $5. You can use that emote. It works for me. It works for me.
What? I don't know if I told you, I was talking to you guys or somebody else, but it blew my mind back in the day when I found out that the shirts you could buy at Hot Topic, the N Suck shirts,
Yeah.
NSYNC owns those.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's super
That
smart.
blew my fucking mind. That's what you like, just exactly what you just said. It's like, yeah, you can fucking wear the N Suck shirt all you want.
Yeah. Yeah, just give us some money. Just give us some money. What about you, Co?
I generally just let it ride.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like fighting the tide, man. You know, just.
I mean, what's an example of things that you don't like that your community has created? I feel like you have like one of the nicest communities on Twitch, to where none of them have.
It's super nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, no, it's
like-
your chat is like Canada. It's like really weirdly nice. Really weirdly nice. Like they're up to something. You fucking Canadians are up to something. No, but there's like,
all
it's
the nice
really, really
people
nice. Like, hey, how's it
found a
going? Like,
haven in your channel, yeah.
Yeah,
Are
well,
you plotting
no.
on me?
So no, if someone does, starts a joke or starts something that I don't like, I just ban them to hell
Yeah.
and never deal with it ever.
There you go.
And that way, everyone's nice.
That's true.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice having your own little corner.
Ko's ban is the weapon he only has to fire once.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
Make another account. I'll ban you again. I like it. So
It's like the dark side of code that no one's seen.
no, seriously, it's the kind of thing where you just let it ride. You just
Right.
realize you're in front of sometimes thousands of people. People are gonna have fun with that stuff. Let them have fun with it.
Yeah.
If they're having a good time, why don't you have a good time with it? Just let it ride. When we get to you.
I agree.
Thick skin.
I agree. Thanks for the
question.
question.
Yeah,
man.
good question.
Good recovery too, with not having a question, then making
Yeah.
it up on the fly. It's good. It's good. Next.
Hello?
Let's start the clapping after the questions. There
Yeah,
we go.
make
Let's
it a
just
thing.
establish this.
Make it a thing.
There we go. Okay, good job.
So, JP, the question's for you. How and why did you choose those two guys as your co-hosts?
Why is that a bad question? That's a good question.
I'm like kind of
How and why? I
Yeah,
mean,
I can take my answer. I came up with the name and wouldn't let him use it
That's
unless
not
he
true.
put me on the show.
That's
Well, I actually it was the dropped frame. I was like at the tavern spinner. And you were like, you know what, actually drop frame sounds better. And I was like, okay, I'm on it now though.
There you go. There you go. A lot of it had to do about the Intel thing that you guys were on. The next top streamer or whatever.
oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, and
about the
also,
same time it was
I guess
written
you guys have never even heard this, or
No, I haven't. No, that's why I'm really thankful for that question. 'Cause
yeah.
I don't know.
I just assumed it was because we were
It was
paying
watching
you.
you guys on there. It was watching you guys on there, and then talking with Wheat actually, because I was, at the time we were doing 8 Bits, which is another show that me and Wheat used to do with Jeff on there, and I was like, I really want to do another talk show. I want to bring in Twitch folk and kind of talk about that side of the business, because it's something that, a lot of times we'll talk about things that have never been talked about openly from a streamer's perspective. And Wheat was like, yeah, you should check out CohhCarnage and Zeke. Like they're both very dynamic in what they do and very opposite of one another. Like you're very analytical driven, and he knew this from the start. I figured this out over the course of the show. It's like, yeah, you're super analytical. Zeke's kind of got the funny guy, and I also watched you on Man vs. Game as well. So I was pretty. I knew what you were about.
Sure.
And that was kind of that. Like I asked, I think it was a pretty much a unanimous yes from you guys. There was no I need to think about it.
We actually.
It,
we
but
talked
I
about
just
it
love
before,
the
too.
way you ask people to do things.
What's that?
Like when you ask me to, like it's very like just lazy, just like,
Yeah.
hey, putting together a talk show thing. You wanna maybe do it? Yeah, I would.
Did I
All
have-
right, maybe we'll like. What do you think? Sunday? Like, no, I got to think Sunday. What about
Did I ask
Wednesday?
you? Did I ask you on email, or was it
Uh,
on
Skype.
It was Skype.
I
Was
think
that
it was
same
Skype.
For you?
Yeah. I honestly thought it was after I did West Marches once.
Yeah, that was. I was gonna say like it was. I think it was after D&D thing because we
Were you
we
guys
were
on
talking.
West Marches before?
Didn't we at one point?
I directly put the impetus for you to ask me to do drop frames on West Marches. I had no idea it had anything to do with Intel or watching it
Yeah.
before or anything like that.
But I remember like the one of the parts of this started was after a West Marches. I think we were just hanging out in chat and we were like, yeah, we should maybe do a talk show or something. And you're like, I'm thinking of playing with this idea, and we just kind of.
Yeah. We didn't even have a name.
there.
Like when I asked you guys,
Yeah,
we tried
that's
to
right.
figure one out. Drop frames was actually the first name that we came up with, but we didn't. It's kind of like it's such a stupid name, but now it just makes sense looking back.
Yeah.
But yeah. I watched them on Intel and saw their personalities there, and I guess I had you guys on West Marches. I didn't even remember that. So
I just gotta say, just as a to like, so we can all have a nice circle jerk. People like, messing me about drop frames from time to time, and it's like how they like it or whatever. And I just gotta say, like, I think the chemistry, like I've always dug the chemistry between. I think we got lucky.
Oh, yeah.
As far
Oh,
as
yeah.
like the showrunner, the smart guy, and the color. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. It does work out. We have a good dynamic. To toot our own horn. But yeah.
I told you it was a circle jerk.
Yeah. Thanks for the question.
Thank you. Honestly, I didn't know that.
So we have 10 minutes left.
We made it a whole year without talking about that.
Yeah.
Impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
What was the year of the first show?
Sometime
date?
January, I don't know. January 8th? Something like that?
It was our anniversary, and you didn't get me. It's paper. First year's paper anniversary. All you do is give me a notebook or something.
Yeah, I know. So we got 10 minutes, now 9 minutes after Zeke's spill.
Oh, don't get on my ass about being long-winded.
And we got 6 questions, so we're going to rapid fire this, all right? Go.
Hey guys, SimCopter1 here. Just wanted to
Hello, Sim.
ask you, hi. It seems like the RTS genre is like deader than dead, and
It is,
I'm
yeah.
curious what are you excited for in the RTS genre in the future? Like
Nothing.
what games? Okay.
There are no games. Something was announced, like there was an RTS announced. I'll let you finish your question.
Sure.
Sorry.
I'm gonna let you.
I guess that goes into like the final part of the question is, do you have any suggestions for like developers to make RTS games more streamable?
I mean, my direct answer is if Blizzard can't make an entertaining RTS, no one can. Like, if you look at StarCraft, it's a game that is such an, like, RTSs are just such an old thing in game design that I feel like it's such, as the business moves on, it's just such an archaic thing. Like, RTSs have evolved into MOBAs, and that's what RTS is these days.
Sure.
And again, like, Blizzard can't, if you look at StarCraft 2, like Legacy of the Void came out, and maybe like not that many people cared. Like it came out, and it was kind of like, well, it's out. We can finish the story. That was a weird fucking ending.
Oh, I think
and
the
that's
difference
it.
is not a lot of new people cared. Like they
didn't have a new
the
audience.
people that
for
cared were already invested in that. You know?
Yeah.
And have played that game for hundreds and hundreds and
Yeah.
hundreds of
Right,
hours. already.
right.
Whereas like there's WoW expansions that bring people fucking back
Exactly.
to the game.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell developers for that. Like, if I did, I'd probably do it because it'd be a great idea and you make a lot of money off of it. But I don't know what the next RTS gimmick is that works. I feel like they're all just going to make MOBAs now.
Well, out of curiosity, did you play the recent Homeworld Desert of? They did the RTS release on the planet. And
Well, that's what I was going to say. That was like
Yeah.
the last big RTS blast. I didn't even look at the video because I was like, oh, it's an RTS. Pass.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's
think
rough.
really it seems like JP has said the RTS mechanics.
Rapid
I'm
fire,
not a
rapid
big,
fire.
I'm not a big RTS guy myself, but if an RTS were to entice me, it would be something that's doing something new, something really interesting with the genre. Maybe
Yeah,
it's including other genres. Maybe it's some kind of really interesting, engaging metagame. Just something to just jazz it up.
Or
Basically.
maybe a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I would pick up a funny RTS.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Can you think of one?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
something
No,
they haven't
absolutely.
fucking tried yet.
You can't think of one, so that's a cool idea. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe
A
so.
humor-based RTS. There you go.
It works in other games, or it works in other genres.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait on the RTS.
Perfect.
Is
Good
fantastic.
question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
RTS is a weird. Go ahead.
What's happening? Quick question. Haven't been able to watch this often, but Zeke, where's Carmichael?
I didn't bring him this time.
What?
I'm sorry. I couldn't
this man.
fit him. I couldn't fit him in the sack. I'm sorry. I wanted to bring a whole bunch of shit. I wanted to bring Carmichael and Mr. Business. I wanted to bring Reddish Dragon. You know, I want to bring all my animals, but I forgot this time. I usually bring it.
How would you describe Mr. Business to someone who's never heard of him?
He's a unicorn in a suit that sells drugs.
Great.
And
What's his
he's
voice?
open about it.
Yeah.
What?
What's his voice that you have with him?
Oh, fuck, he's not here.
There you
What? You have to ask him.
When do you start like selling Carmichael as like an actual thing?
I can't.
You don't think you could replicate
You know what?
and sell?
It's an Avon thing.
Oh, okay.
That cat, I found out way later in life, actually been lied to since I was 2 years old. Because I've had that thing since I was 2.
Yeah.
And I've been lied to. I thought it was named Carmichael after somebody, but nope. That's the actual name of the Avon cat animal. You can look it up on eBay or whatever. It says Carmichael right on the side, and the Avon ladies would like sell it to people with kids.
Wow.
Well, shit.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Just
Sorry.
a quick follow-up to that. How do you come up with all the characters that you do, like Carmichael, Taco Rilla, Frisbee?
Drugs and
No,
alcohol.
dude, listen.
Mel Gibson,
Lots of
etc.
drugs.
Lots of drugs and lots of alcohol.
No, shut up.
Next question.
It's a little piece of sand that like a little kernel, piece of sand that becomes like a pearl. Like it just gets layers and layers and layers over time. And like the Tacarilla thing was a gift someone sent me to cheer me up one day, and I laughed my fucking head off. And I just kept using it over and over, and eventually I found out the truth.
And now people praise him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
5 minutes. Let's go.
All right. If you guys had 2 extra hours on your broadcast each and every time, and you could dedicate that to a creative stream, what would you guys dedicate that to?
A creative stream? Do you want like a person's name or?
Oh, a creative stream like either music or game design.
Oh,
or
okay.
art, cooking.
So you're asking if we did a creative stream, what would we do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. Sorry, it's hard to hear up here. I don't know.
If I still had all of my stuff, I'd probably do a music production stream, EDM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do that like a lot. But
Yeah.
I lost 2 computers, and then it's like
Everything's gone.
everything's gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What
This
about
may
you?
sound like bullshit, but like woodworking. Like I'd make like a fucking cabinet or a. I'm not kidding. Like I'd fucking dovetail that shit and like get it all smooth and like talk about like because if you ever made something with your fucking hands like that, it is a joy. Especially if it comes out right. So yeah, if I had like a garage, like we were talking like dream big kind of a thing. If I had a garage and shit like that, I would totally do that.
That'd be cool.
I have no artistic talent on any level, and I can't play anything musically. So I would probably do I do an art stream, but just make real bad art, but act like I was doing really good work.
That's called postmodern.
Yeah. And I would make the dumbest. Yeah, I just make the dumbest looking shit, and then be like, who wants to buy this?
Yeah, JP. This next piece is by JP, the master of Dada.
I took a class in this is random tangent. I took a class in college, and it was like digital illustration, and the teacher graded you not on like how good it looked, but the effort that you put into it. I need to find these because they're fucking horrible. Like, he said draw a bird, and it ended up looking like a monkey. It is the worst art I've ever seen in my life. And
Did
I
you
would love
pass?
to show it. I think I got an A+ or something like that. Because he graded on like the effort. So I was in there for like 10 hours. Like,
You actually fucking got an A for effort.
yeah.
So it's like one of
That
those
was
things.
great.
They'd look at it and they'd just be like, no.
Yeah,
You
he-
tried.
It was so funny. There were so many times I'd hand it in, and he had to hand in like the Photoshop file and all that stuff. And then he would go and get it printed, and then like put it up on a canvas. And so some of these things are just
But you had to show your work.
you had to show your work, yeah, because you couldn't. You could just go download images and put it on there. But yeah,
Right.
he would like print these out, and every time I would give him something, he'd be like, can't wait to see what you made this time. I was like, yeah, you're going to like it. And then you would print it out, and it was just like the dumbest looking thing. And there were like actual professional artists in this class. And I would have to go up in the front and present.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going on a huge tangent. I go up and have to present. And these are people that are like really amazing artists, like stuff that you'd see on Twitch now, that just masterclass stuff. And I'd be up in the front and be like, yeah, I tried to draw this bird, and you know, this line really gave me a lot of issues, so it looks kind of okay. And these guys are just like, this fucking idiot. Anyways, I want to find those and try to show those. But yeah, that long-winded answer, I'd try to do art, but it would be terrible. It would be great.
Thank
So
you.
art, music, wood.
Woodworking.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for the question. We got like 1 minute, and they're gonna start kicking us out. So let's go.
All right. Never watched any of you guys before. Never watched an episode of Drop Frames. The only reason
That's
I'm here is
awesome.
because I'm bored and I've got nothing better to do.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you for
So
being
very
here.
quickly, using celebrity impressions convinced me to subscribe to your channels.
Using what?
Use a celebrity impersonation to subscribe. to
No. Mel Gibson.
I need to
You subscribe to my channel, you pig! You'll take my life, but you'll never take my freedom!
I mean, I can't. We can't
Why did we
follow
let
that.
him go first?
We can't follow that. That's it.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah. Subscribe to Zeke. We don't.
It's cool.
He won. He
Give
won.
him to him.
Yeah, give him to
we're
him.
good.
Give him to
Yeah,
him.
give him to me.
That's it. I'm not gonna follow that.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have flashbacks to art class now after following that. I'm not doing it. Thanks for showing up, though. It's really
Thanks,
cool.
man. Yeah, appreciate you coming out, dude.
Final question, and then we're leaving.
Yeah, last one.
I don't mean to go 180 from that, but I think most people in a job consider it more than just a paycheck, and they like to make a difference somehow. And I'm curious on how you guys think you actually make a real difference in either the world or streaming media or people's lives, whatever. Sorry for the deepness.
No, that's a
All right,
question.
guys,
that-
15 seconds.
I
go.
know, right? Yeah.
Rapid fire.
That's a question that could be answered that we
That's
have
like an episode.
answered at length.
Yeah.
Different episodes. But I honestly like the first thing that came to my mind. Just say the first thing that came to my mind. First thing came to my mind. Bring some laughter.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to bring some laughter.
Making people feel better in any situation. They're sick, they're in the hospital, they're just having a shitty day. Being in a position where we can help them feel better.
Yep. Same here. It's the exact answer. There's so many times we've gotten emails. Every streamer gets an email or gets a tip. It's like, hey, I had a shitty day. Thanks for being live because it just got better, and that's a daily occurrence for streamers.
There's very few jobs that can say that aren't entertainment based, and that's basically what we're doing. We're entertainers at the end of the day. So
there you go.
Yeah, that's really I
Thank
think
you.
for most of us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, man.
So that's gonna do it for Drop Frames. Thanks everyone for coming out.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for West Marches at 9:30.
Oh,
At night,
you're
like
gonna
they-
want to miss
Right
that.
here. Bye-bye.